It's over, y'all. Pack y'all bags. It's time for the Fakers to go home. But before we get into this recap of Game 6, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want a free workout that's going to help you become harder to guard on the court, click the link in the description below. But let's jump straight into it. It's time for the Fakers to go home. I don't want to hear no GOAT talk from LeBron James. I don't want to hear any of that at all. I've literally seen him give up multiple times in the series. I've seen him quit on defense multiple times. I've seen him complain and whine to refs when he's the biggest person on the court. I don't want to hear no GOAT talk. I don't want to hear him compared to Kobe or MJ. None of it. But let's get straight into this recap. Game starts and Suns come out killing it. Devin Booker hits 6 threes straight. Jay Crowder hits threes. He gets hot. Jay Crowder, he's a streaky shooter. Somehow, he keeps getting open threes. But Devin Booker took over, and once he made like the first 2 threes, I already knew it was over for the Lakers. Now, Anthony Davis did start this game, but you can obviously tell that he wasn't healthy, especially with a groin injury. I don't know why he would even try to play, but I guess he was trying to send a message to his team that he's there for him. But with a groin injury, especially moving laterally, you're not going to be able to play basketball. And literally like 5 minutes into the game, he was hurting. Also, smart job by CP3 and Devin Booker for taking advantage of Anthony Davis. Every time they had Anthony Davis on Devin Booker or, CP3, they would literally attack him, make a move to hurt him some more. So great job by CP3 and Devin Booker. But Devin Booker just went off in this game. And he made sure they weren't coming back. Now, here's the thing about LeBron for me. And I think, by the way, the Suns, they had like a 25 to 29 point lead at one point. But here's the problem with LeBron James for me. You know you don't have a full healthy AD. You know your team isn't making shots. They're not hitting. They're not consistent right now. Why are you still trying to be passive in the first and second quarter? For the life of me, I will never understand that. You're still trying to drive and pass the ball. And this is exactly what I tell players I train. When you drive just to pass the ball, you actually make it worse on your team because the defenders know what you're going to do. On top of that, if you would drive and be aggressive, majority of the time nobody's going to stop LeBron. So if he just drives simply to be aggressive and try to score, and then he sees he doesn't have an option and he passes out, I think the Lakers would have been more so in the game than what they were last night. But it was clear from the get-go the Suns were the better team. I honestly thought the Lakers would pull this out because, they have AD and LeBron. But I've said multiple times that AD is fragile, many times. And LeBron doesn't have that killer instinct. Soon as he saw AD go out and he saw the score, he looked up at the ceiling and saw the score. He should have went in attack mode instead of trying to be passive. Sometimes you got to backpack your team until they're ready to pitch in. And he did not do that. He didn't even try. There was multiple times where he just gave up on defense. There was multiple times where he looking and whining to the refs, expecting them to call everything. It was just ridiculous. But they did, in the second half, they did go on a run where they got it down to 10. But then Devin Booker said, hell no to that. Put them back up like 13, 15. There was another time where the Lakers got into 10. And then CP3 started getting buckets. CP3 had a floater, I believe. He had a floater where he got Marc Gasol with a drop cross. Then he hesitated him and went to the goal and floated it. There was another where he walked KCP down and shot a mid-range shot and put him back up 10 or 12 again. So the Suns were focused. They were not losing. And yeah, they just dominated. They made sure the Lakers never had a chance. The Lakers didn't play a lick of defense. The thing is, once you see somebody like Devin Booker get hot, and he's hit like 2 or 3 threes in a row, that should let you know that you need to start doubling this guy. But they didn't. They played terrible defense. For a team that was known for playing good defense this year, they played terrible defense in the playoffs. So, yeah, the Suns finish. Like I said, I don't want to hear any GOAT talk about LeBron James. He's in my top 5, but he's like 5th on my list. So I don't want to hear no GOAT talk about LeBron James. I've seen him quit too many times in the series. I've seen him walk back on There was one play in the game where literally he thought he got fouled. He didn't get the call. He walked back on defense. It was a 5-on-4, and literally he didn't get back till like 10 seconds later. Like literally walking up the court. Meanwhile, Chris Paul looked back, saw him walking back, and he just started pushing the pace. He was like, just go, let's just go. It's crazy. It's hella crazy, man. But yeah, I think that's it for the Suns. It might be it for the Suns. Not it for the Suns, it for the Lakers. I don't know what they're going to be able to do next year. LeBron looks like he's aging right before us. So I don't know how he's going to adjust. He's going to have to adjust his game in a different way. He's not going to be able to keep attacking the rim like he used to. He has to develop a mid-range, a mid-post game, because that's not going to work when you're getting older, you're getting beat up. It's just not going to work. AD is just fragile. I expect him to be fragile next year as well. I've never trusted AD. But now for the Suns to move on to the Utah Jazz, I think it's going to be a good series. My early prediction right now is I think the Suns are going to win that series. Now the problem is how is DeAndre Ayton going to stop Jokic? So we're going to get more into that series in another video. But the Suns, Devin Booker puts an end to the Fakers. Time to go home for the Fakers. That's basically it for the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want a free basketball training workout video that's going to help you become shifty and start dominating defenders, click the link in the description below. See you guys next time. Peace.